press the record button, and then you guys are good to let it rock.
All right, I will
fun.
mute now.
All right, Tam, tell me, how do you feel about this matchup?
I'll draw myself.
Dabi, I have not seen Dabi, to be honest.
You have not seen Dabi.
I have not
I'll
seen him
keep
use
this
his
here.
ability ever before.
Dabi is interesting. Dabi is very, very interesting.
I mean, are you good?
I
I'm
do
putting
love
back
that
3.
first enhance. I do love
Okay.
that +1/+1. That's
I will wait for you
extremely
then.
nice.
I think I skipped somebody.
It's a lot faster than in person because you just press the button a couple times. And
I
you
think
get
I
to go.
skipped.
Also, I'm just gonna lay out all my cards right away, just so I can pass the ball, and I'm not worried about it.
I think.
I'll press 1.
Double checking. Double checking.
Come on.
Yeah.
1.
Chad, I think I
Oh,
skipped
hold on.
somebody. Make sure that you're in the queue. Literally, I only have
Right.
Photon Ray and Nero back in the queue.
Okay.
And
1,
Delirium now, I think. Yeah.
2.
I have 3 people in the
3,
queue.
4.
I think I
There we go. It was
accidentally.
being a little weird. I'm sorry about that.
I think I accidentally
You're good.
skipped somebody, and I would like to
All right,
apologize.
got my.
So sorry. So sorry. So sorry.
I will not review anything for 1
Okay, you asked me a question.
Alright.
say it again. I'm so sorry. I was trying to get stream set up.
Oh no, I was just talking about how much I love the +1/+1 from Dabi. I just feel like.
Yeah, right.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. So Valen, I promise you'll be in next. I pinky promise. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I bumped you. My bad, buddy. I owe you 50 channel points, I guess. Yeah, I think this character is really, really interesting. My biggest thing about Dabi is he just telegraphs his moves, right? Like, you always say, hey, my next one gets +3, my next one gets +3, my next one gets +3. All right, this last attack, so it gets +1/+1. He does like a really good job of telegraphing. But if you can leverage the +1/+1s or the +3s, or figure out a way to weave them slightly more intelligently, I think the character has way, way, way more legs.
Amazing. Yeah. So both of them had okay turns. Turn 1. Toga did get her excited for blood, which is an amazing foundation. He did get rid of ready, get, set, go. There is certain times where this action card is useful. I think maybe right now is just not a good time. Yeah, after your rival plays their 4th foundation this turn, build up to 2. Actually, I'm surprised he didn't use it last turn, didn't he? He could have used it.
I don't know if he had it. Did he? I mean, he didn't. Did he build 5 foundations? I mean, he must have, right? He must not have had it, or he must not have had the foundations to play and build in, right?
Oh, he just didn't have a foundation. Well, it's a build. I think it's a build foundation.
Yeah, but he might not have had the foundations in his hand. I actually, honestly, I didn't get to see. I was pouring myself a drink.
Damn, I didn't see it either.
Yeah.
Could have been a mistiming there, but no worries. Toga starts with a 0 gravity lift. This is guaranteed to hit because it's a throw versus a non-walkling. He does give it +1 speed, and if it does, if the opponent blocks, he's gonna lose 1 health, and the next attack gets +1 speed.
I don't like that. But it is.
So the real question is do we? Are we? We definitely hit, right? Like we're already past it. He just chose. Hey, I'm down it. I'll take my 6. I'm into it.
Yeah, he just took it.
He said it's
Took it right to the.
I don't know why I discarded actually because I didn't need to.
All right, cool. Bonds of friendship.
I didn't do Toga.
Probably they're just for the 6 check. I mean,
I'm sorry.
there's a lot of fury attacks. I guess it could be useful.
It's also just like it's good stats, right? 1/6.
Yeah, it's insane stats. I mean, I would play it just for the stats. I just want to. I just want to take a minute to look at Toga's field.
That's what I said.
It's expensive for sure. It's a very expensive field.
Expensive and kind of like, I don't know how it's oriented. It's different.
Sure.
All right, so yeah, Dabi's just gonna push. Didn't draw too many attacks, but it doesn't really need that many attacks. He probably wants to build this turn.
Huh, this is interesting. I really like the inclusion of this high engine rush.
Dabi first name, so you'll give it 1/1.
Oh, because you can't. Oh, I guess is it because it has an EX? That's why.
Because it just says in the enhanced step, right?
It is a mid.
True. True.
Just
Yeah.
for now.
I'll use it in the enhanced step. It's
Yep, there it is. Say 6 min for 6. You don't get to do stuff.
6, cool.
Sorry about it, buddy. 6,
On
7, 8. Check a 3 here.
There we go. Hold on. There we
Check
go.
a 3, and this completely that's out our board.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Uh-oh. And it's only half blocked.
Mm-hmm. So that this ice storm that's gonna go in is going to feel very good.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll respond. Breaker 1. Then you may continue.
Yeah, looks good.
Take 3.
Wait, Dabi literally has lethal if he can use his ability. He just can't.
So the big thing about that is you just like you choose to cancel, right? Because like that's how Dabi works. You're allowed to cancel it. So you would just say,
because they just destroy. They literally destroy 0 foundations.
yeah, they destroy the one, right? They destroy the one release that's available.
But they could destroy 0.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
So you have to use it literally first. Okay, that's why that and then has to be freaking insane. Okay,
Yeah.
I see what you were talking about. Because you have to get rid of all. I mean, you have to use Dabi's ability first enhance.
Do you think
Or
Dabi
second
benefits
enhance, I
more
guess.
from foundation removal than you just KO your opponent? Yeah, I think the
Yes,
more that you can like get rid of your opponent's foundations, the better. Like without his ability, and then like you swing it. Yeah.
Alright, first enhance, I'm going to cut for 1 with Toga.
Totally irrelevant question. Does Staff Strike combo work as a foundation, or does it that has weapon and a keyword has to be 2 separate cards before the Staff Strike? One has to have the weapon keyword on it. One has to be a foundation card, and then it has to be a Staff Strike. It cannot be a weapon foundation. But you are allowed to go weapon foundation, and then Staff Strike. Like that works.
So we are gonna move that 0 gravity lift and pull this one in.
Yeah, this is a good looking board. This is a spooky board for sure. Super Dad, thank you for the follow, appreciate it. This is a spooky board for Toga. Just be. Oh.
19.
Yeah,
Back
Kwa,
all
no,
the
you're
way up.
right. Cow, no. Man, I'm excited to see what's gonna happen here. I mean, those throws, they're doing work. Even if they're just half blocked or whatever, they're doing so much work.
Yeah, I mean these ones aren't being right. Like they're just leaving. And this is another 6 damage, and then we're about to play
they're, like,
another 0
landing.
gravity lift.
Into it, yeah, exactly.
5.
That's so strong. And then even if they are blocked, he's losing health no matter what, and Toga's coming right back. Wait, he just flipped both of his Sighted for Blood, full recovery.
Yep, went all the way back up. Bing.
That card is insane in like a normal or any death really.
Yeah.
Because you have super regeneration now and that. Oh, that's just so.
We get that and under evil, not just death, but we also get evil, right? Like imagine Shigaraki. Like you gotta beat him down that much further as well.
You gotta literally beat him down. All he does is be amazing defensively. It's just, it's gonna be a nightmare.
Or Shoji, right? Now Shoji says, yo, I'll pay 4, pick up this cool attack, I'll hit you with it. Oh, you took damage? Alright, I'll gain all of this back. Right? This is more pushing that Shoji gets to do. Yeah, I mean that card, I mean, it's an ultra rare for a reason, right? Wowzers.
Alright, let's see. So the 0 gravity does jump in. I think he'll stop jumping zeros now. And he's probably gonna hold that breaker 2 in his hand just for the block, huh?
That is the question, right? Because I mean, we have to run back through 20 health again. that sucks.
Make it a mid, you got it. I'm going to give it a damage.
We have decided to make it a mid, which feels good.
I'm going to cut for 1 to give it a heat.
Which means that we are going to block it with our breaker block.
Yep.
And say, yo, if you want to keep pressuring me,
remove 0 gravity lift.
I'm gonna kill you.
Absolutely. Pass.
And then I'll
Got rid of momentum for a reason.
Got rid of the momentum to say that if it after it resolves, I'll put it in my momentum. And so we've got the breaker 2 coming in, and this is going to go to momentum, right? And then I get to play the
so you burn for 1 for
his final attack.
He plays final attack, and it's going to unflip his 2 copies of.
Oh no!
Yeah, yeah, because he's going to have the momentum to spend.
Dude, that's crazy. That's so good. But he didn't even need to. I mean, I guess no. This is perfect play. Yeah, perfect play right here.
Ooh, I ought to play the 1 diff. Because now we protect a 3. Commit 2,
4,
4, and then
5.
5. Interesting.
So it passes.
First enhance. Oh, it comes into speed.
All right, first enhance. I'm going to discard this momentum to unflip 2.
Sure. I'll pass.
All right, that's it.
I'm going to.
Okay, that's gonna be hell to go through.
Cut for 1.
Sure.
Give it another speed.
It does hurt us though. Naval Laser
I'm
Beam
going
would have felt
to,
really nice in our defensive turn.
Flip Bonds of Friendship for 2 damage.
I mean, this is lethal, right? 6,
I'm
7,
going
8.
to
Destroy one with self-sacrifice.
For 2 speed.
Oh, that is lethal.
And this is a 7 mid for
game.
9.
To blow up.
Is should be game.
More damage with Silver Shirt.
Let's do something crazy.
Let's go to game 2.
There it is.
All right.
Hit it a game 2, and that was all off of the back of clearing our card pool with 0 gravity lift. Nice.
Dude, that was so good. That was insane. I can't believe I just saw that.
I mean, it happens, right?
I
Beautiful.
mean, that was perfect.
Beautiful line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
RNG.
Yeah.
And look, he has
but
Faith's
you-
Shield in a Toga
so
deck.
if you
Wow,
wanna go for
that's
that,
pretty
sure.
good. I mean, nice deck building, bro.
I mean, we're a 7 hand size character, right? We gotta save all our life points best we can. We need them.
That's so good, man. I mean, do you feel like some symbols are just unfairly? How do you feel about that?
Yeah,
Tell me.
Okay, I'm gonna do
Are they like too good? Is there possibility that some symbols are just too good?
There is a hierarchy of symbols, and that will change every time we get a new set, right? Symbols are gonna go up, symbols are gonna go down, right? Like it's ever gonna be ever rotating, ever resolving. But I don't think that symbols are end all be all, right? As you saw, even with the best character in the game, right? When we had Kirishima full powered, coordinated effort, all of that. The top 4 lists had literally all 3 symbols represented in that first regional, right? They all 4 were there, or all 3 symbols were represented. So like even the best character in the game, the symbols are going to be diverse. And so I don't think that there is a best symbol because I think that there are plenty of counters. Literally, if we saw the Todoroki list that played last round versus this Toga list, I think Todoroki wins. I think Todoroki wins almost hands down. I think this Toga list is really, really fraudulent to being put back to 5 foundations and then stunned out and then smacked in the mouth for 13. I think that there's just like some really good counters, as well as there's some plays that maybe Dabi should have blocked some of these a little earlier, huh? Maybe Dabi should have made us commit out and not take. I mean, we literally took 18 free damage because we refused to block any of those throws. That wouldn't have killed? Who knows? Who knows?
Alright. 3.
Okay, so we were able to pop off with a ready set go, build some extra foundations. I mean, this is going to be a really, really good build, a really good defensive posture for us to be as Toga going second. I think ready set go is kind of correct.
Oh man, Toga is just so developed. Okay, she
3,
does
yeah,
fail.
commit
No,
Toga.
it doesn't.
You don't do anything.
Fail. Oh man, Toga is just so up there. Let's see if Dabi can do anything here. I mean, he's gonna have to build. He's gonna be way too behind.
So the thing is I think a good poke, I mean, we see the extend, right? So extend is going to play, and that's going to net us 2 bonus cards. We're going to be an 8 hand size character this turn. We play the extend, and then we flip calling for backup, and then we draw, and then we extend, and then we draw, and we threaten another +2/+2 on the next move. I don't think that playing this foundation, like this is what build 2 pass. Yeah, that doesn't actually do anything for us. Hold 4.
Pass there, okay.
Yeah, I think actually like finding these bonus resources was the right move, and then force my opponent to block me, right? Like you're a 20 health character, give me my momentum. I want it. I'm playing Recipro Extend, or sorry, Recipro Burst, and so I want to get that EX 3 going, right? Oh my goodness. Hey, let's build down our $130 XR. I'm in.
I'm going to go to speed.
Man.
Oh god, I mean, in a turn where he could have drawn 4 attacks and played all of them, this is pretty bad.
I'll send it.
He's only gonna get 1 attack out this turn.
Build down and excited.
It hit $130 XR. Wait till Vegas, baby. I sold 2 yesterday. Man, you got a ticket for a ride, man. Sorry about it. That sucks. Sorry to hear that, Nero. Sorry you decided to waste, throw away money.
side. I'm gonna
So I actually think that this poke build pass is going to be really, really good for Dabi. I don't think that throwing a ton of moves out on turn 2 is what Toga wants to do. We literally get, like, if we choose not to, even this partial block is so good for us as Toga. I'll respond and I'll draw 2 bonus cards. I'll pay my 4, draw 2 my bonus. I'm in. I'm in.
I don't know.
I hit this twice.
Whoa, what's happening there? You just lost 15 health.
Hey, it happens, man. You know? Hey, that's what it is.
And then you break it. And then I just I want to respond to your burning. I do not.
Oh yeah, because he blocked, he loses.
He
that
does
one
not want to
card.
respond to burning? That's weird. Try 2 cards.
And then I'm going to then you take damage. I'm going to respond to the damage. I'm going to cut for 2. And then I'm going to
Draw a card?
Draw a card.
Yeah.
I'm going to respond Toga, gain 1.
Weird. It's a weird order to do this. Refuses to draw another attack card. We love it. You love to see it.
Goodness.
You discard the glamorous.
This one.
There it is.
And then I'm going to, with the other except for what I'm going to cut for 2.
Super Dad 310. What's EX? EX is a keyword that says enhance, discard question mark momentum, gain speed equal to the EX rating times the number of momentum you discard. So if you have a card that says EX2 and you discard 3 momentum, the move gets 6 speed. Powerful is the same thing as EX, except for damage.
What? Oh,
Man, I think Dabi's in a really good position here. He has a really nice field. He has calling for backup, so he's going to get an extra draw. He's going to get a nice cushion on his next check with League Interview. And he does have latent skill as well, just in case he doesn't get the attacks he wants. I mean, I guess he can poke again and build, but he might actually be able to kill Toga. I guess a refutable could stop one of these walklings. And then, I don't know, maybe he can bait the other one out with his throw, but
our game is
that's
cursed.
not
That's
gonna
where
work.
we go.
I guess we just take it a little longer.
Are we at deadlock?
I'm not gonna keep this one.
Yeah,
We're
Toga
at
and
11. I would have just kept building, man.
Spawn. Build lemons.
Oh yes, I'm put this. Yes.
Huh.
Yeah, there's potential Dabi just attacks once here and builds.
Man.
So I'm at exactly deadlock.
Too extended.
I would have played way more foundations as Toga. I would have played out the last 2 cards in my hand.
Checks.
So your ideal is to keep 2 cards to block minimum.
I'll give it 1-1.
Yeah, I mean, I'm so ahead. I'm so ahead as Toga that, like, there's no reason for me not to keep building. The fire symbol has really fraudulent deadlock. Like, the best deadlock that it's got is what? Evil Gaze to selectively destroy foundation? Sure, man. I went from having 15 foundations down to 14. You got me. You fucking got me. Like, what do we care? What do we care?
Perfect. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, reciprocal extend. He's gonna draw +2 to the next check, and he does give this one +1/+1. That's actually interesting. I would have +3 since I know that next reciprocal is gonna be huge. But I think there's potential that his next reciprocal is gonna give the +3 damage too. I think we're gonna see 3 attacks this turn.
Well, the thing is like, if we have to beat down this wall, we need speed, not damage, to do so. And so giving +1/+1, even though like the damage is a little lame, like a little lame duck, but it says that, I mean, that's 1 extra resource you're gonna have to commit in order to do stuff.
Yeah, it's
so,
almost like a stun 1.
It's almost like a stun 1, right? If you do decide to do the stuff, right? And so if we didn't do that, we would not have had to commit Toga, which is just another resource that we don't have to have.
True.
Yeah.
Weird, we are not opting to draw off of these calling for backups.
Wait, he didn't draw?
Oh, we can't draw because we have to get
Oh, no,
+1/+1.
wait. Oh, you're right. At least one of the callings. Yeah, oh no.
Right, so calling for backup is a first enhance, essentially, right? And so is Dabi. Yeah.
And it's per enhanced step, right?
What do you mean by that?
Like every attack, you could use 1 calling.
Correct, yeah. Every attack you could use 1 calling, but calling says if it was not your first enhance, you have to discard the card, right? And so
Yeah,
we're,
but it's not
this,
your first enhance in the whole combat phase, but an enhanced step.
correct. Yep.
Which one?
My next kick attack this turn will be.
Is it your first enhance in the combat phase or first enhance in the enhanced step of
In-
the attack?
Enhanced step. Per
So
attack.
I could use. So per attack, so he could have used both those callings and had an 8-hander right now.
Yeah, he could have, but then he doesn't get the first enhance on Dabi,
10, plus 4 to my check.
and he
Oh
valued the +1/+1 on the first deck instead.
So calling actually might not be that great on Dabi, just because it forces you to not be able to use it.
Respond face shield.
It feels really cool on these poke turns. It feels really good on these poke turns. His poke turns seem
Yeah.
neat.
Wow.
FBR Mav. Hi, first time watching. Just literally picked up the dual deck packs yesterday. My partner and I were looking to get more info into it. Is there any resources that you recommend to the jump between just doing first games and learning more advanced play? I have a couple videos out. If you look up Tam Talks, you'll be able to find them. I think there's a hashtag on YouTube that has them all. Just kidding. I don't think that's actually true. If you look up Tam Talks on my channel, you'll be able to find a bunch of resources there. And I recommend there's a lot of really good how to play videos out there. I don't have a how to play video because the community has made a ton of really good ones. The other big resource that I recommend, honestly, is joining my Discord. And there's a ton of community members out there who would love to help you learn and coach you through the game, specifically on like Tabletop Simulator or maybe on like a webcam type game. Or if you have any questions at all, that is a beautiful resource. Also, Mav, welcome to the stream.
Yeah, for sure. I'll pass.
That's an 8 mid for 8. Just swinging, huh?
Yeah, just casually sitting there. It's not gonna get blocked, I think.
It
we'll see.
might not.
We'll see.
It is the world's
I mean, he
biggest
does have
maybe.
release. He does have release. He could release his Glamorous.
I'll
Yeah.
commit this foundation. If it's not blocked, I'll draw 2 cards.
That feels great.
Wait,
That
I don't
feels
know
very,
what he
very
just
good.
did.
He
Commit one
said-
foundation. Okay, no block. Okay,
I'll
yeah.
take
Yeah.
a block on a 12.
Okay, he actually doesn't release. He's just gonna go for +4. Oh my god, the
That's
block modifier is horrific.
Yeah. We just gotta get out of our
Wait,
hand,
he
right?
he purposefully failed that. He knew he was gonna fail it. That was a +4 block modifier, bro.
You're telling me.
Do self-assured on a 5.
Oh, that's huge. That's 8 damage straight to the face.
Yeah.
That's huge.
I mean, that's what, flip 2 excited for bloods and you're back to full type.
I guess you're right. Toga is freaking nuts. It's just crazy.
I mean, to be fair, that card did say flip 2 ultra rares, which feels great. Flip 2 of your cards that say draw 2 cards. Like, I mean, we'll take it. We will take
Hey,
it.
and you actually counted perfectly, Tam. He had 2 cards left in his hand. That means if he played 2 extra cards earlier, he would have been perfect here. Like, yeah, you would have got the perfect opportunity cost for that turn.
Nostradamus of the game. I've been telling you. I've been telling
And
you.
you do see the future. You do have perfect information. Have you thought about creating a world and just ruling over it?
Aren't I? Aren't I? Are you people on my stream?
I mean, I guess miniature
Whoa!
within a world within the.
This is some heat.
I will start.
This is some
with
heat.
checking your
So, what does Toga do here? Does she want to finish the? Does she want to try to win here?
No, I don't think so. I don't think there's any reason.
Can she
to try and
survive
win.
another turn?
For sure. Yeah. I don't think that. I
She
think.
tries to heal up then.
Yeah, we could heal all the way back to 20 with this move. I think
Yeah.
this is fine.
Yeah, this is actually These throws are actually insane because blocked or not, you're about to lose health and you're about to help me activate my responses and whatnot.
Fabricio, I think that last deck would have been a good one to use Dabi's once per game on. Maybe we did have double wall cling ready, as well as we had the ability to like release. We had the ability to block with a 1 high block, right? So like we had outs that we were allowed to play around that. But I mean, hindsight, we opted not to block. So yeah, giving that +8 damage might have been worth it.
Can you talk about that a little bit more, Tam? Because that is a very difficult decision. When do you push out that Dabi once per game? Because sometimes people will hold on to it so long that the game is over, you know, like, and that was a great turn. He was right. The commentator is right. It was a great turn to use Dabi. Two walklings standing and two release. It's almost guaranteed that we're gonna get a throw +8, but those walklings were gonna stop us no matter what. So
Right.
is that your meaning by, oh, I didn't want to use Dabi because he had a way out of that throw damage, or like how when do you use Dabi, man? He's so weird.
He is weird, and I think that's like the hardest thing about him is I think that Dabi actually like his biggest strength is genuinely the fact. Oh, hey, we're back to 20 as Toga. His biggest strength is the fact that he is probably really good game one, and then people adapt to what he's doing, and then you move on to a different character in game two, right? Like this
Wow.
could easily end up being like an Ida deck, right? Like an Ida deck under fire that like you're trying to leverage that plus damage in game one and then the speed in game two.
Is there an attack that you can think about in mind, maybe in death, chaos, or fire, that you're like, this attack I want to +8 it almost every time I use it? Is there, like, you know what I mean? Like if there was an indiscriminate shockwave, you're like, okay, that can, like, for example, if this was +8 speed, we would like push it on an indiscriminate, right? We would like 100% indiscriminate in this deck. I want to run blitz rushes and chaos, blah blah blah. Like, is there an attack that you see that could utilize this +8 throw insanely, like so strong in one of these symbols?
It's interesting because you bring up the example of indiscriminate shock, and I think indiscriminate shock in Dabi sucks. I think it's really bad.
Because it's not plus speed. You're right. It's because if it was plus speed is my example, but if it was plus damage, yeah, that sucks horrible. Yeah.
Well, Dabi says Dabi has the clause, right? If Dabi didn't have that bonus clause of your rival may destroy all the ready foundations to cancel this effect, I think this character would be very, very good. Very, very playable. I think he would be all over the place. He'd be way more played than he is now, right? Just once per game, give your thing 8 damage and throw is an insane rate. It's so, so good. His cost would have to be like remove 20 foundations from your discard pile in order to make that happen. But the fact that my opponent is allowed to just destroy their foundations to cancel, if you completely commit them out so indiscriminate shock is big, they just destroy one foundation and then cancel your +8 plus and throw. What a crazy exchange for your opponent. Your opponent takes that trade every day. I'll destroy one foundation to stop 8 damage and throw. I'm in. And at the same time, if they have a full board and they've just got a single walkling, you can't give it at all because I'll choose not to negate. I'll flip walkling. I don't care. So it's so hit or miss. It really is the definition of the chaos symbol. I don't have an attack that every time I see this, I jam the once per game on it. There isn't one. I don't think that there is one. There
Somebody
actually
called
isn't
that
one.
reciprocal burst. What do you think about that? Because it gains so much speed.
You get
And it stuns out. I mean, that's pretty cool.
I will.
It's possible, yeah, possible, man.
I don't. It's fine. That's a fine call. It's fine. Right? It just.
I think you're looking for a deck that pushes a lot of speed if you're gonna be running this attack, just to kind of, if you can guarantee that +8, it's almost you're gonna win that turn.
Yeah.
And if you don't, and you see walkling, it just sucks. Okay, so there's a breaker 2 there. Amazing. Man, I think Naval Laser Beam is actually freaking broken. Like,
I don't know if it's broken, but it's very good. It's a very
it's
good
so
card.
good. I mean, I guess it's not fun to play. It's just it's a weird card because you have to discard your own momentum to do something you really don't care about. But still, I mean, that breaker 2 is just so big, and then this card itself can get so huge. And the block modifier is okay. It's not the greatest, but it's alright. So, I mean, I can see 4 off in the deck easily.
I think
There's a reciprocal
that to go back to your point on Dabi, I think as soon as he gets access to more throws, I think that he's going to be way more relevant. I think the issue right now is you literally save all of your throw hate for just his character card, as opposed to like if you could just like swing a bunch of big damage throws against your opponent and force them to utilize their walklings, and then you pop your once per game when it's clutch and it matters, and they've had to spend those resources. There's where it is, right?
Oh yeah, actually that's a great analogy or analysis actually, because You're right. It does kind of sound counterintuitive because he gives the word keyword throw, but also you have to understand because he does give that keyword, you could literally hold on to all your throw hate, or all your counter throw, what were we talking about? The gunhead card, that was insane. Imagine Dabi gives all that power to the card and attack, and then you just use that gunhead, and it turns into 2 damage attack.
Yeah. That's why
That's
I don't
hilarious.
think Dabi's gonna make a splash in set 2, but I could see Dabi coming back and like winning an event set 5, right? Where he has just enough resources to be like, yo, all right, we're cracked now. We're absolutely insane.
Amazing. And talk about this back alley haymaker. This is so good in my opinion. I can't believe Toga can utilize this.
Yeah, this card builds in Toga's best foundation, which is not actually Excited for Blood, but Release. The life symbol needs to be able to block. It has to be able to block. And so being able to destroy your committed bad face down foundations or your bad committed cards in order to block everything, keep your vitality, your health high, and keep playing the game. It says that these face shields that we have in hand, we got 2 face shields in hand. Those aren't 3 mid blocks, they're 1 mid blocks. I destroyed a committed foundation and I blocked for free. And that ooh,
nice.
tight.
That's a breaker 2 landing. Oh my god, that's gonna be really nice.
That feels good. I probably would have blocked with
He
the
loses
other.
the one. Sorry, he loses the 1 health from Toga right now from the damage.
Correct.
Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I probably would have used the foundation in our hand and not the attack. I think blocking with the foundation is way better because like the breaker doesn't actually do anything here. I think Toga has too many foundations.
Yeah,
Especially if we're
yeah,
clearing
you're
the
right.
momentum, right?
Yeah, he's just not gonna play anything.
Hold up. Our TTS can be
Mm,
first. I don't
Yeah,
know why.
he just ends this turn.
Mm-mm. Use gravity lift.
Oh, I didn't see him remove it. Okay, sorry. So that's 5 or 6. Let's see what he checks. Checks a 5.
Say 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
Oh god dang it.
So this was.
That was a 6,
Thank
right?
you, Gizmo, for the follow.
I'm going to cut for 1.
Well, it was essentially 6. It was on a 4 diff, but it had -2 to the check, so we checked a 1. So commit 3.
I'm going to build a 0 dip then.
Oh, sorry. I thought that his check was ready set to go. Never mind.
This tight-lipped.
I'll pass.
I'm going to.
He does get the build from overhead reversal. Man, that's so good. Build 1 foundation with printed difficulty of 0 from the discard pile committed. That's so good. Then you break it with release. Exactly. That's so good.
I'll flip it. I'm done.
Toga is almost. I don't know how you feel about it, but to me, it looks like she's extending too much. Like she has too much committed foundations.
5 over 4.
Is too many foundations?
Cool. I'm gonna
Too many committed foundations. Yeah, and it's only been her second attack.
I mean, yeah. I mean, she checked 2 3s essentially, right? Like she checked a 3 then a 1.
Yeah.
And she's still gonna be getting damage in.
Alright, so that goes there. That's gonna think.
I guess she's not gonna be attacking after the. Oh
No, there's no reason to. No reason to swing. Actually, no reason to swing.
Go on a 2.
There we go. Checks easy.
Oh my god, that Trace Shake. Trace, how do you pronounce that? Chic?
Très chic.
Chic, yeah, that's French. The Trace Chic, man, that cape is gonna be annoying. That's gonna be annoying. Every time he unflips, it's gonna be +4 health.
Yep. Yeah, that card is going very much up in stock. Oof.
Oh,
rough.
man. Can we
And
talk about the XR prices?
140 cards, $140 for sure.
I mean, it's
Easy.
you remember the Dropkick Slicer first day? It was insane.
Yeah, one of the big things that I'm not is I'm not a price guy. I don't know anything about the prices of cards.
Okay, just build 2, Dabi. Didn't do anything. Oh, well, he does have 0 attacks.
Ugh. Build 1 more. Build 3. Build 3. Does Dabi have any
You're
deadlock hate?
right, yeah.
No, the fire symbol doesn't.
Alright, I'm going to.
Which is why I think the fire symbol currently has to play an order character so that it can play. It's either play an order character or play the bird, right? Tokoyami, just to
On a 5.
absolutely nuke my opponent. I just want to murder them.
So he did check a bad check on this 4 create capturing net,
Always.
but he's gonna use Treshik Cape to unflip his committed excited for blood. I don't know, is that a good idea?
I'll give it stun.
I mean, he doesn't need to gain the health, right? He's probably gonna
I
build,
guess.
play 3 attacks and then pass,
I'll wait.
or play 2 attacks and pass.
I guess it just feels better. Oh, I guess, yeah, that means now he can commit those 2 flip down foundations over anything else.
For sure.
Wow.
Makes sense.
I'm going to stun 2.
Probably plays attacks, right?
Four attacks in the whole deck. I guess he's really looking for that 10 foundation discard.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, somebody said in the comment, Cape has to be a committed one. That's why he unflipped the committed. Okay, I get it now. Man, you're so smart.
Oh, I'm gonna cover 1 to give it a speed.
Jace, I literally can't read all these cards right now. It's so crazy.
You say pass or?
Yeah, I'll pass.
Yeah, we're just slowly waiting as Toga like kind of plays with her food, you know? Like she's doing like so many little interactions.
I will.
Yeah.
Just trying to get that incremental damage. Literally, all Toga has to do is play 14 attacks and she wins, right? Like she plays 14, she wins. 2 attacks every turn for the next 7 turns, she wins the game. So like as long as she can just survive that, it feels great. And then like you miss a relevant block, and like it just speeds that up even faster. And if as Dabi, if we can't like progress this game state any fast, if we can't push back, I mean that's just what's gonna happen, right? Especially if like we now start playing throws to stack on that damage even faster.
Gain 1, draw discard.
Nice. Oh, too bad Death doesn't have any throws. Literally, none of these have any throws except Chaos.
Correct.
I'm gonna do some weird.
Yeah, we're gonna need a lot more support. It's almost like that acid girl, Mineta.
Draw my 1.
If she gets a little bit more support, she's gonna be so crazy. Like, she's gonna be so disruptive.
Mina, you mean?
Mina too, or something? Yeah, Mina.
Yeah. Mina.
Oh
Yeah.
man, she's so disruptive. She's so controlly. That's so big.
It's interesting. I really see that character as like an aggro character. Of like you find 5 attacks and you just mill them, you kill them.
Yeah, but you don't see her as a defensive character as well, where if your opponent wants to kind of finish you off, you know how sticky balls can do so much. I don't know what's happening there.
Oh, you know what? So they're not. Their check is not working, and so they changed. That's a really intelligent way to do it. Okay, so their check button's not working, right? For some reason, my table's being lame. So they cycled on that last draw, and so normally the table is supposed to do that for you automatically because we're on Tabletop Simulator. And yay, hooray, Pog! So what they did is they just switched over to a different color, and then drew 10 cards. They shuffled their deck, drew 10 cards. Those were the 10 random ones, and then removed those, and then went back to being red.
Nice.
Yeah. Here
Nice,
is.
nice. Thanks for explaining.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
First enhance, I'm going to.
Overhead reversal, another build. Oh my god, this is so big.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So it's just gonna have 1 speed. Yep.
Okay.
And that's your response, or is that a?
That's an enhance.
But yeah, back to Mina. Don't you feel like
Did you have a response? I'm sorry.
because you put cards in the card pool of your opponent, it kind of stops those turns where he's gonna be able to. He needs to combo to end you, for example.
Yeah, I think she. I think she has a. Like her whole deal is like the more face downs that she has in her card pool, the more that she burns. Right? Or are you talking about Mineta too?
Listen, I'm talking about the girl, Acid Girl.
Acid
All I know
Girl.
is she has an ability, consistent. If there's a card pool face down, it doesn't exist in the progressive difficulty.
Right.
Yeah, but most of her attacks add cards to her card pool and to the opponent, and some of her foundations does the same thing. So when you add cards to the card pool of the opponent, that's extremely disruptive to the opponent. Like
Yeah, for sure.
sometimes you're not ready for that. You know what I mean? Something like one sticky balls can really change my turn. Imagine 3 or 4 within that same turn. That's why I see her as a disruptive character, more defensive.
I'm going
To be honest, but yeah.
So I agree with that, except for like normally that happens on her own turn, which means it's like an aggressive way to use it, as opposed to she does have cheerful uppercut is like the best disruptive piece she has in her kit of block. We both add 1, but like her other attacks are all like yo we both add 1, but that's essentially just like +1 speed for the rest of the turn because you have +1 progressive, right?
Yeah,
So
exactly. Yeah.
If
or stun 1.
yeah, essentially. And so it's an interesting way to do your math. I think cheerful uppercut, you're 100% right. I think there's going to be a cheerful uppercut, hands down, is the single reason why I want to play Ochako 2 under death. Because, like, being able to, as Ochako 2, sticky ball somebody is, like, an insane thing to do.
Yeah.
Like, that's messed up.
It just sucks. Yeah, but it just sucks to give it to yourself. But forcing surrender kind of gets rid of some cards too. So there's a way around it, but yeah, man, it's pretty unique. I really love the direction in My Hero Academia is going with. Like, it's pretty amazing. They don't just build amazing stuff; they build counters to it too. It's pretty cool. Like,
Yeah.
overhead reversal. I just don't have a lot of experience with My Hero Academia or universes in general. So it's really cool to see stuff like that. I mean, I remember playing My Hero Academia the first time. I couldn't believe that this game existed, where we interact both with each other at the same time every turn. Like that's amazing. And then each turn connects to the one before it.
Right.
That's so insane. It's so skill based. It's like so deck building. Like everything matters. For the first time ever, a game that everything matters in it.
Yeah. This is seriously the best card game ever made, and I'll go to my deathbed saying that. Man, I sure Toga played attacks. That'd be tight. That'd be sick. We'd love that. Wouldn't that be cool?
That would be nice. That would be nice. Dabi could do the same too. Goddamn.
Yeah.
I guess yeah. I'm surprised that Toga wants to. I guess she's not really that aggressive, is she? She's not an aggressive character, although she kind of seems that way with the 7-hander.
Check say 4. I'll do.
Passing the torch hasn't been utilized once, by the way, by Toga. So
Nah,
maybe...
it's probably gonna be played on defense, or else it's played right now, right?
Top card of your deck to your momentum. To your purple.
Yeah, but that is an interesting observation. I mean, to be fair,
maybe
like
he
if we
doesn't
did
need it.
use it, like we still just drew a bunch of gray, like we've just checked nothing but gray, so we're fine.
Yeah. I just feel like maybe he doesn't need it in that deck. Just looking at it. Never used it. Keen observation. Wow, Dabi. Interesting. I just don't think it gives you enough to warrant a spot in the deck.
You'd be surprised what a 0/5 high block just does, right? Like that's just good enough.
And then I'm going to.
We have now pushed this to lethal.
Commit. Value targets.
Yeah, Toga is just so big. I mean, I cannot believe how she's not losing a single health. No matter what, she's gonna go back to 20 health this turn after this attack.
8, 9, 10,
and then
11, 12.
Send a
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
She did draw from the
11.
passing right there.
This is she's dead. Dabi's dead.
Yeah, Dabi's gone.
Oh, actually, just kidding. We have a 1 low block in our hand. Check a 5. We succeed.
We gotta go for it.
But I think she just drew another
Go
attack.
for the win.
7, right? 7 low.
7, 8, 9.
11. We gotta check a few. It's a 3. You win.
Oh, heartbreaking.
That's bad.
Heartbreaking. Oh, how rough.
No.
Tongue whip is honestly way too strong.
How?
Man,
rough.
I mean, I don't know
Rough.
how I don't know how Dabi could have played that differently. I mean, he just didn't draw into his attacks, I think.
Yeah, I think.
And
that's
even when he did though, Toga just freaking healed right back up. You literally have to have lethal that same turn that you push, or she gets to full health.
Yeah. Can you guys hear us?
And deleted, and now I'm gonna turn on again.